Greetings, beautiful people. It's your girl, Yo. How you girls doing out there? I hope you guys are having a good day. I am sorry that I'm late, but the dogs, of course, they wanted to show off, and I wanted to get them settled so that we can have a awesome live stream today. Thank you so much for coming, girls. Listen, tell a friend to tell a friend to tell a friend because this is going to be a good one. I want each and every one of you women out here to feel comfortable where you can come. I'm gonna drop the link in a little bit and you can come up on the panel and just talk about anything. I'm talking about anything, any type of issues you may have, any type of problems or solutions that you may have. This live stream is all about building up the woman. We're not talking about the color of woman. We're talking about the being of a woman. We're talking about the essence of a woman, right? We have so many women running around calling themselves women and they don't even know the meaning of it. They don't even know what being a woman really is. And it's not their fault. Hello, Chicago. Nice to see you. Listen, you know, I'm what I'm saying is basically, okay, all of these women that we know of, you all know one. Every woman know another woman, right? Let me talk to y'all for a minute here. Look at here. Every woman knows or have had an experience of someone calling themselves a woman, right? And knowing 100% that they are not carrying themselves as a woman should, right? They are not advertising themselves as such, right? So, and that really does bother me, you know? And I understand why, the reason why some women are doing that. First is because they maybe not have had a role model like a mother, a real mother, to show them different things, right? Okay, okay, but after that is said and done, when you become a certain age, it's no one else's responsibility to teach you anything. It's on you. You see, because they got this thing called grown. And when you're a grown woman and when you're a grown lady, you do grown woman shit. Oh yeah, I'm gonna cuss today, y'all. Y'all can get your thoughts because this thing has been on my mind for a minute, right? And I'm talking kind of raw because sometimes that's kind of like the best way to communicate. All of these big words and all this stuff like that, I could use them. Oh damn, I could use them. But no, I'm gonna break that down into syllables about this woman thing, right? Okay, let me get my spiel first on what I'm thinking, right? And once I get my spiel out, I'm going to drop the link, and I promise you, each and every one of you, the ones that like me, the ones that don't like me, I don't care, can still hit the link, and we will have a respectful conversation. Okay. All right. So look, let me tell you something. Okay. So what bothers me the most is when you are a grown woman and you start pushing babies out of your body or another human being out of your body, and you grown enough to do that, then you're grown enough to find your way as a real woman and find out what womanhood means to you. Why? It's because you're responsible for another life. You brought another life into this world with the help of the creator, right? He chose you to bring this life forward, right? So it is your responsibility to run your household and to take care of that newborn baby until it comes to maturity and be able to take care of itself. That's your job. Nobody else's job. It's not your mama's job, like the grandparents. It's not their job to do that. It's not the auntie's job. It's your job. You brought that baby here, right? All right. And if you're grown enough to do that, you need to be matured enough and grown enough to figure out the way to raise that child up in the way that they should go. Now, let me tell you why I think is a whole lot of people or women that have children and stuff like that and is not doing it the proper way. First of all, let's talk about woman. We women have all kinds of emotions. We all over the place with our emotions. And some of you, every 30 days, every 28 days, you have your cycle, right? You have a cycle, hormones jumping through the moon. You're pissed off at the man. You're pissed off at the people at the job. Anything around you just annoys you and irritates you, right? Okay, that's understandable. But what you don't know, it is there are certain herbs and things that you can take that can chemically balance your hormone level out where you can still be in a peaceful mind state and everything else around you will be in a perfect harmony. But you need to learn that, right? Okay? You need to learn that. Here's another thing. Mama, you in charge of a household. You, woman, you run the household. Although the man go and make the money, you may make money too. But in actuality, it's the woman's job to run that household and make sure that everything is running operating smoothly. How can you go around calling yourself a boss? How can you run around calling yourself a businesswoman if you can't take care of your household? Same thing for you men that's listening in the bushes. You can't be in charge of nothing, no woman and no child, until you can run your household the way it should be. You dig what I'm saying? It's the mama's job to make sure that everybody in that household have the proper food to eat, right? To nourish that body so that they can nourish their spirit and their minds, right? When we go to the fast food joints and get them all that processed stuff and pick up anything all fast and just toss it to them like you do an animal, you understand? And we talk about that's raising because I gave them a hamburger from McDonald's or I gave them a bag of chips or some shit like that, processed foods and shit like that. We talking about some, oh, my children fed. No, your children been fed a bunch of garbage. It's up to you, mama, to get in that kitchen. And if you don't know how to cook, teach yourself how to cook. It's a whole lot of shows out here on the YouTube thing. You know, you can go to YouTube nowadays, and you can find a whole lot of stuff out here and teach yourself how to cook. Even if you go in the kitchen and mess up some stuff, try to experiment in the kitchen like a scientist. You know, come up with your own recipes and stuff like that. Learn how to stretch them meals out and make sure that they help the meals for your man and your children. That's your job, mama. That's your job. That's your job. And you also need to make sure you're taking care of yourself. If you don't take care of yourself, you are messing up a whole generation of folks because you having the babies, you having a generation. You're the one that's messing up all the generations. Mama, mama, it's you. You teach your child who God is. And what I mean by God, I don't mean no fictitious thing in the sky. I don't mean nothing like that. The first God that your child know is you. Why is that the first God that your child know? Because you, mama, you give it the breast, you give it the milk, you feed it, you teach it how to talk, you teach it how to walk, you teach it how to act. And when it comes to socializing skills with other people, you are teaching the child all these things, right? You can't walk around calling yourself a mama if you got out of control children. And truth be told, if you and the man that you're with, if y'all have disturbance going on, a whole lot of confusion, them children watch what you do, not what you say. Not what you say. Not what you say. See? So we're gonna have to come on in with this bullshit. We're gonna have to come on in with this and stop thinking that we all these bosses and we all this grown and we all these black women and we all know we ain't shit if we don't know what to do. What I just told you, we ain't shit. If you ain't got none of that shit I just told you together, you ain't shit. And if your feelings get hurt, whoever this may happen to or whoever take it wrong, I'm sorry. I'm calling a spade a spade. That's just who I am and what I do. You understand? And if you saw me doing something like that, I would expect you, sister, to check me. You understand? That's what sisterhood is. Sisterhood is telling somebody when they're wrong, when you see something wrong, to correct it, right? And if they can't take that, then okay, oh well. And sometimes people like to kill the messenger, right? Because truth hurts. Truth really do hurt, right? And another thing, y'all know me with another thing. Stop trying to go toe to toe with these men. I said many a times, men and women fight differently. If you have a disagreement with a male in your household or anywhere on the job, anything like that, listen, back off. Do that make you weak and all of this and not that strong woman? No, that make you have a whole lot of goddamn sense. Because men and women fight differently. Men might pop off and punch your ass out, knock you into next week because you run in your face. It's a time and a place for everything. It's a time to speak. It's the time to walk. It's a time to wake up. It's a time to go to sleep. It's a time for everything. That's if you pay attention to nature, you'll know that. We have seasons: winter, spring, summer, and fall. It's a time for everything. It's also a time to know when to be quiet, right? And know your place. Do that make you weak? Do that make you submissive to a man? Do that make you old, antique, and antiquated and all that bullshit? No, that make you have a whole lot of goddamn sense and make sure that you can be here on this earth a little while longer to raise them babies that you on board into this world. You understand what I'm talking about, right? We have to really be smarter than what we say we are. We do a whole lot of this. See, we women, we do a whole lot of talking. We do a whole lot of talking, But do we walk the walk? Do we walk that talk that we talking? Mm-mm, we don't do it. We don't do it. And let me say something to you. To this day, my husband still open the door for me when I get into a car, when I'm going through a door, store, anywhere. He still do that. He's been doing this since I was 16 years old. That's when I met him. Married him at 18. Been with him, I'm 61 years old. Chivalry is never dead. It's the way you carry yourself. A man is going to treat you the way you carry yourself. If you carry yourself like you're a piece of shit, that's the way they're going to treat you. That's simple as spitting on the ground. That's the way they're going to treat you. You understand? But if you work with that man and you help that man build that empire that he imagines in his head, and you and him spoke about and dreamt about when in y'all first time meeting each other and talking about y'all dreams and aspirations, and you guys got together and y'all made a plan together, and this man is going to be doing what he have to do to build that. What is your job? Your job is to help him make his dreams come true and yours as well, as peaceably as possible. You understand? That is a woman's place, like it or not. It's not your place to be in front of that man, you building the empire, he laying at home, doing whatever he doing, scratching his nuts. Let's get it real. Let me talk deep. If that's not, look, that's reverse world roles. That don't work like that. It don't work like that because we don't think the same way. A man and a woman, they think different. That's why it's different thoughts. It's your thoughts, different processes. Do you understand where I'm coming from? Thank you to everybody that's coming in. I'm gonna say it loud, Jenny, baby. I'm gonna say it loud because I'm feeling this thing right here. And I've been thinking, y'all know I don't come out here all the time. Y'all not gonna see me doing live streams every day. That's not my spiel because I have so much going on, right? So much going on in the background, in real life, though, as they say, right? But I want to try to come on a little bit more than I have been. Let's talk about this. I got to tell y'all this. Now, look, now, you know how if I were to tell any one of you women out here, and I'm not throwing stones, I'm just telling you, if I was to say, hey, I'll give you $1,000 if you go and set a table for me. Set my kitchen table for me. I'm talking about with the proper forks, plates, knives, napkins, all of these things. Many of you women won't know how to do that. You all might say, well, yo, that ain't important. That shit is old. People that don't went out with long drawers. Don't nobody sit at no table no more. Don't nobody set no table no more. Oh, that may be true. You guys like paper plates and all of this stuff like that. But it came a time at some point that you're gonna need to, it's gonna come a time at some point that you're gonna know how to do these things. You guys want these men, the single women, you want these men that has all these big time like these executive people, men with money and stuff like that. Suppose he take you to a country club and you go out to dinner with him. And he got some friends with him and everything like that. The table nice, is a beautiful, exquisite place. You all dressed up and glammed up, just looking fabulous, right? And then they seat you at the table, right? They're gonna sit you down at the table. And what happens? You're going to be sitting by yourself among strangers. They're going to separate you. Your man is not going to be sitting at the same table that you are. This is how it goes when you go out to big shit and real shit. See, been there, done that. See, they're going to take your man way over on the other side somewhere. You can be looking across the room and like, oh, Lord, what I'm going to do? And then you got all these people all fancy with all this money and all this stuff like that. And you, sister, woman, wouldn't even know what fork to pick up. You wouldn't know with the steak knife from the butter knife. See, it's going to come a time you're going to need to know that. So I suggest that you, woman, teach yourself what you're supposed to do, etiquette, how to sit, when you're at a dinner, what to expect. Because at some point, you will be in that position, right? And to know it is what you should do and teach your children that. I don't care if you don't do it but once a month in your house, have everybody sit down at the table like they're supposed to, where they can conversate with one another and all of that stuff, right? Okay, now that's my heavy spiel right there. Let me see what y'all saying. I'm gonna drop the link and I'm gonna get y'all to come up. But yeah, it just kind of irritates me with so many people, women, not people, women running around here hollering about they woman, 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 and don't know half of the things that I just spoke to you guys about. They don't even know it. They just clueless to that. But they want some man to treat them like a woman. How, Sway? How? Just asking. I'm dropping the link. Y'all come on, talk to me. Anybody, I don't care. And talk about anything you want to talk about. Hey, Dimple D, How y'all doing? Welcome to everybody in the chat. I'm gonna drop this Dad Gym link today. And y'all can feel free to say whatever you want. Y'all know y'all can't hurt my feelings. Okay, I'm copying the link and I'm gonna drop it. Yeah. I mean, I'm just saying, I just get so irritated when I see so much foolishness going on and everybody hollering on woman, woman, woman. Just separate me from the women that don't know what the hell going on in life. Don't put me, I keep telling these people to separate certain women. Certain women is not in that group, right? I don't talk with no trash mouth. I can though. I can get down. I can get down if you piss me off and I feel like fucking with it. You dig? But if I don't feel like wasting that energy, I'm too busy doing me and living life. You know what I'm saying? To the fullest. Oh, I got to say this before I hit this link. Drop it. Don't y'all know? Yesterday, I'm 61 years old, and I just helped move a three-story house, furniture in a three-story house. I mean, fully furnished and help with help the guys and stuff move all of this furniture and stuff like that. Let me tell you something. Men think it's really sexy because my husband. I'm telling you what my husband thinks. He think it's sexy. He like to see me work. Don't you women like to see men that sweating that you're in love with, that sweating and stuff like that, and out there working with dirt underneath his nails and bros on and shit, maybe the shirt off or whatever, and he getting down and he building something beautiful for you. And, he all sweaty and he putting all his energy in that thing. And later on he gonna wash up, get himself, take a shower, get himself all nice smelling for you and stuff like that. That's some sexy shit. Men think the same thing about a woman. You ain't got to always have your hair done and your nails done and all that. Sometimes, as a real woman, you're supposed to check that dude. You're supposed to get with that dude. And whatever he trying to build, get right on in there. Let him show you how to change a tire if you don't know how. Although my father taught me how to do a whole bunch of stuff before my husband, right? But I can go right out there with my husband and we can get down together. It's a beautiful thing. You know? You know what I'm saying? So don't let no other woman make you feel like you are less than because you don't invest in frivolous shit that get old. You dig? Like expensive clothes and expensive hairdos and eyelashes and all that bullshit. No, let that man see your nitty gritty, the nitty gritty you, because that is the real you. And feel comfortable in your skin, because I do. Whether you 10 pounds overweight, 15 pounds overweight, as long as you are feeling healthy with yourself, you're taking care of yourself, going to the doctors, getting your checkups and things like you're supposed to, exercise and eating right and doing them things like that. Be comfortable in your skin. Nobody should be able to shame you. You understand that? Forget about all that size zero bullshit, because Black women ain't supposed to be no damn size zero, and a whole lot of white women ain't supposed to either. Any type of woman that because we all are in the same clan for real, that's another story in another video. But nobody's supposed to be a size zero where you can just blow and they fall the fuck down. No, you're unhealthy. You're not healthy. And speaking of health, don't forget, girls, next week I'm going to get a colonoscopy. That'll be my second one. You need to go and make sure your body is checked out, and you make sure that you won't have illnesses that you will not be able to catch early in the early stage or something like that, and then you be in a pine box and everybody crying over you. Take care of you, mama, so that you can take care of these children and be here for them and grandchildren. All right, dropping the link. I'm gonna stop talking. Y'all come on. The link is in the chat. Thank you all for coming, ladies. Come on. You said dig a hole for my rose. But damn right. Yeah, he can do that. Let the men do what they need to do. I don't mind having what you say. I don't mind having time for foolery, which is why I never yeah, right. It's okay. It's okay to I see a whole lot of stuff. I be seeing a whole lot of stuff when I do come on this thing and fool with it. Yeah, a whole lot of people be running their face and all that kind of stuff like that. But I don't let that shit bother me because I know who I am. I know who I am, what I am. What's up, baby girl Styles? That ain't girl go. What up, baby? Hey, what's going on, baby?
I wanted to show you something. Let me get my phone.
Okay, come on. Go with it. Yeah. Yeah, y'all don't about to make y'all feel shame about nothing that you doing that's right. I'm here with you, baby. How you been doing?
I'm doing good. I have baby girl here. We're about to start cooking, but I wanted to show you this real quick.
Okay, cool.
Okay, so my sister sent me this video this morning. I'm sure you've seen it by now. Let me play it.
Okay. All right, take your time. Let me just get the door for you. Okay. Okay, I'm looking.
me at the Cheesecake Factory, y'all. I ain't getting out this store. Yes.
Yeah.
Do you want me to open the door for you? Okay. Are you? You're recording me? Yeah. This is the Cheesecake Factory. This is the Cheesecake Factory, y'all. What's the problem with that? This is a chain restaurant. Who takes someone that looks like this to a chain restaurant? You want to talk about it?
Oh, wow.
I thought we were talking about that. Oh, yeah, I want to talk about it. Yeah. Come on, get up on in the car. Yeah, we're going to talk about it. Oh, okay.
That's funny.
So yes, let's talk about it. Let's talk about it. So you expect a man to go all out on the first date? Is that right? I mean, you're supposed to. Look at me. When you take out a beautiful woman and you're courting her, because I get courted. So you're courting her, right? You're supposed to take care of her. You're supposed to cover her. You're supposed to protect her, cherish her, treat her well, right? Yeah. I agree. I went into this date as I expect, with the expectations for myself to keep you safe, to respect you, to pay for your food, of course, pick you up, and just treat you like a girl.
You good? Let her stay. Let her keep making noise. I love it. Let her talk. Leave her alone.
And then I, on the other hand, have certain expectations for a girl I go out with on the first date. I expect her to be respectful too. I expect her to be cooperative, and at least what did I do that wasn't cooperative? Well, I mean, even when we were walking to the car, you wouldn't put your hand around my arm or anything like that, or hold my hand or anything like that. I mean, it's too early. Yeah. Okay. Yeah. I can respect that. When I got to your apartment to pick you up, you didn't want to invite me in. I can respect that too. We're not there yet. Okay. And then, but I mean, I feel like I'm doing everything I'm supposed to do as a woman. But I got myself all beat up. Wrong with the Cheesecake Factory.
Yes, ma'am.
Right? Yes, there's a lot wrong with the Cheesecake Factory. Okay, well, look at my plan where we were gonna go originally. See, now that's where we should have went. All right there. Call him. No. What do you mean no? See, I specifically told you, but yesterday
I know you did.
I come to pick you up at 4 a.m. At 4 p.m. Right? And I got to your place at 4 p.m. You didn't even come downstairs for another hour. And so I was waiting downstairs for an hour. Right? But I wasn't expecting for work to take me so long. I got home a little late. And like I said, I don't know you well enough to invite you up into my apartment. And that is not possible. And that's why I'm saying, I'm thinking, okay, if we're not there in the relationship to, meet at your apartment, then maybe we're not ready in a relationship for such a nice, fancy restaurant as Aria. Especially if I'm paying for the whole thing. Which I'm still willing to do. I would have been. But if we're late, I told you twice. It wasn't that late. We literally left. The reservation was supposed to be. And I specifically said 4 because maybe we could get there early and even have some time to get to know each other on the way there and while we're in the parking lot. I'm waiting for a reservation. We can still get to know each other. Isn't there another restaurant you can call that, the equivalent to that? I literally you don't understand. Look at me. I cannot go in the Cheesecake Factory.
Oh, my.
That's embarrassing. Listen, I have very specific certain expectations for Dale. I can tell it's not gonna be there. And maybe we're not right for each other. So, respectfully, I'm gonna just drop you off at home.
Oh no, he didn't.
Oh, yes, he did.
So you just want to call it a night? I mean, isn't there some kind of compromise or something? Ladies, can you believe this?
Yep.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But if I don't feel respected, I am not gonna go with you for the rest of the day.
Well,
She's surprised.
I mean, you are serious. You really mean it.
Oh, wow.
And you didn't want this place anyway, right?
I mean, I understand that I was late. I understand that. I understand that I could have been a bit more cooperative. You made some good points. That's why I'm willing to compromise. Are you sure you want to go home?
I don't have a lot of rules. I don't have a lot of expectations for a first date, but I've already set them, and you've broken every one.
Oh
So,
my God.
I'm sorry.
That's wild. I didn't even see that video. I have not seen that.
So I saw my sister sent it to me this morning with her and her friend who just recently got married, and they asked me for my opinion. I was like, "Wow!" First thing I said was, "Is this real?" So when you had your panel today, I was like, "Oh my goodness, I want to hear Miss Yo thoughts, opinions, and thoughts about this," because I was like, "Wow,
That's absolutely crazy."
that's awful."
And you know, I was speaking in the beginning. Basically, she don't know him and he don't know her. You know, they totally opposite. Totally opposite. That's really crazy. That's crazy. You know, you should get all that stuff out in the open before you even talk about going on a date. Even if it's nothing but you meeting somebody at a park or something like that, and y'all sitting there having a conversation. At least it's at a quiet place, and you can tell a person what your expectations are and what do you see. That's another thing. I'm going to do that video one day. I'm going to do a video one day about the right questions to ask someone when you're going on a first date. The right questions to ask a person. Then you would know whether or not you're going to be wasting your time or not. You know, because there's certain questions that you need to ask on the first date. Then when nobody won't have any type of expectations from you. Oh, let's see Juice Ball. Oh, look at Juice Ball.
No, her daddy would have a fit if I put her on camera. I'm about to
she's beautiful. You can turn it off, but still, that's beautiful. That's a beautiful. Oh, yeah. But that video is wild. That's pretty wild. Some of you guys, have y'all seen that in the chat? Have some of y'all seen that video? This is my first time ever seeing it.
No, so I wanted to talk about it, especially with the older woman, because I was like, whoa. So the first thing is, I feel like I was telling my brother, we did like a recap on it today. But I was telling my brother, I was like, a lot of Black women have like this mindset, like, and I was like, it's gonna be so sad. I said, because beauty, my mama has always taught me and my sister, beauty does not last forever.
Sure don't.
Like, I remember as a young girl, we'd be in the mirror. She's like, get out the mirror, stop being so vain. Beauty don't last forever. And I'm so happy she taught us that, like, because a lot of people, I think a lot of women, think a lot of Black women, I think they think because how they look right now, that would be able to carry them. And carrying you now, but that's not going to carry you forever.
No, it's not.
Start dropping. Things gonna start out. Not gonna snap back.
You ain't gonna snap shit. Shit ain't gonna snap back. I can tell you that right now. And you can still be eating the right foods. You can still exercise. Your body changes. But as long as you're beautiful on the inside, and just remember, that's why it also says, I'm quoting the Bible. It says, you know, like in your youth, when you're in your youth with a person or a mate, that's why you're not supposed to go from man to man and let all these different men tear your body up. Be with the man. See, a lot of women go from man to man trying to find love, having sex with them and giving that whole body to them. That body, mind, and spirit, that whole soul to a man. You know, they fixated on this one man. Then when they dump them, they so crushed that they can't recover. Then the next man, they come along. He got the damage first from the first man damaged shit. He got to deal with all of that. But if you find that right person before you make your move, you find that right person that fits you, ask all the questions you need to ask and stuff like that before you get into any type of sexual relationship.
Right.
What you expect out of a relationship. Once you get with that man and you start growing with that man, you start having babies. Look, my husband remember me from the day one. He was my first man. He's my only man I ever been with, I ever laid down with, I ever got intimate with. So this man remember me in my youth. So when he look at me right now, he still knows who I am. This is what you call knowing who someone is.
Oh wow.
Same, and vice versa. When I see my man, my husband that I see today, my husband is 2 years older than me. When I see my husband today, I still see that teenage guy that came knocking on my door, asking to coat me or take me to the pizza place and all that stuff, and my sister tagging along and our first kiss. I'm looking at him like that. I don't see him at the age that he is now. And he don't see me that way.
Right.
Because we know each other. You understand?
Right.
It's a big difference. Yeah.
Am I echoing? Am I echoing?
No, baby, you sound fine.
Okay, cool. So, yeah. So when I saw that, I was like, "Wow!" And like, I love what you just said.
Kwame. Oh, hey, Kwame done came over here to my channel. Thanks, Kwame. Welcome to Your Thoughts house. I got a bird. Look, I got a lesson more sage bird. Welcome to my house, brother. Okay, go ahead, baby.
So I was like, "Oh my goodness!" I love what you said about knowing each other. Like, I understood that, meaning intimately, but
yes,
I get it more now that you said that. Like, having a rapport with one another.
Daggone right. When you know somebody, let me tell you something. Let me tell you a quick story. I can remember a time. Now, it was 6 of us in my family. Mom, dad, 2 boys and 2 girls. I'm the oldest daughter. The boys older than me. I can remember a time when my mom and daddy was having hard times. I was a young woman. I couldn't be no more about I want to say about 12, 13 years old, right? Okay, so the lights got cut off. The lights. It was cold as shit. Cold. When we heat by oil. You know, had the big old oil tanks out there. And mom and dad, they worked their ass off, did as hard, worked as much as they could. And it was on a weekend that the people cut the lights off, right? Well, this man, the same husband that I'm married to today, I married him January 26, 1981. That's how long me and this dude been married. They ain't dating now. Now, I was working at a Dairy Queen. Matter of fact, I was 14. That's because that's the first job I had. 14, I was working at Dairy Queen. Little ice cream place. I don't know if y'all know what Dairy Queen is. I was working there. And my husband, he was 16. He was working at Rustler Steakhouse. There's a place called Rustler Steakhouse here. So when the lights got cut off and everything, the telephone still worked. And we had the phone from the wall. And this particular evening, he calling me. And my daddy, he answers the phone. My daddy, he ran. When I said my daddy was the man of the house and my mama was the woman of the house, it was a corporation. It was a business. So daddy answered the phone. And my daddy called me nicknamed Gussie. He called me Gussie. That was my nickname for my daddy. He called me Gussie because Gussie is like an old lady, a person of wisdom that's young, that's smart for her age. That's what my nickname was from my daddy. He said, Gussie, this boy on the phone. I knew who he was. I'm all excited and shit. I'm all excited. I'm like, oh, my baby there. So here I am on the phone, knowing daddy upstairs listening. I'm downstairs in the kitchen. He upstairs on the bedroom phone up in his room. But he listened to the conversation. He tells me that he's coming by the house. And I said, oh, I don't think you want to do that. Here I am. But he knew everything about my family. I said, I don't think you want to do that. We don't have any lights on. They cut the lights off. So we have the oil lamps and candles and stuff on and the fireplace and stuff like that. I don't think you want to come over. He was like, no, I'm going to come. We can just hang out outside. I was like, okay. When that same guy, my husband, came over, don't you know, we wasn't hungry, but he had because my mom and dad had food. He had all kinds of steaks and baked potatoes and hush puppies and all that stuff. He brought all that to my whole family, to my mom, my daddy. This man right here. Do you understand what I'm saying? See, I'm talking about we always did that thing where we know how to hustle. I'm saying I know him.
Right.
See, it's a difference in knowing somebody because they're cute or because they have the ability to, no, where's that nigga at when you need him in hard times? Where is that nigga? Do he have any type of possibilities, or do he know how to hustle? Do he know how to make things move, make some shit move when your back is up against the wall? That was very impressive to me. I didn't care nothing about no damn no ring and no that a man give you bracelets and necklaces and shit. No, I didn't care nothing about that. To me, that was impressive. You get what I'm saying?
Right.
Okay. Yeah. Go ahead, baby. I'm sorry. I had to get that shit out. You had to get it.
I want to show you that so we can have this conversation. So then something else that was alarming to me in the video was the thought of her going on live to record it.
Yeah.
So
That's another thing.
humiliating.
Yeah, that's another thing. First of all, here's another thing. This stuff was really disturbing too. I saw a video on Kwame's thing about this boy talking about some oil on your, honey on your ass. Look at here. Let me tell you something. Look at here. What happens in your bedroom or whatever your perverted, whatever your shit is, whatever your freaking dicky shit is, that is not for the world to know or see.
Right.
You understand? Why would anybody speak of what goes on in that bedroom? I would never come on here and tell y'all how many days of the week that me and my husband have intercourse, or that's a private matter. Right. That's a spiritual moment right there. When I get there with my husband, it's a spiritual moment. That's between the two of us, and ain't nobody in that room with me. Don't nobody. You look. Let me give you this pointer though. I'm gonna tell y'all something, y'all young bucks something. I'm gonna tell y'all young whippersnappers something. Try having intercourse with your mate without saying one single solitary word. That's love making. Now I'm gonna let you go with that one. Do that. And I'm gonna tell you, you talk about two people being brought together in a spiritual way. You ain't got to moan, groan, you ain't got to do none of that bullshit. Get with your mate, the two of you, in a nice, quiet, private space that the two of you are in. No interruptions nowhere in this whole wide world, and nobody in that room but you and him, buck nigga. I ain't talking about no long lingeries and all this old bull. No, I'm talking about two people like Adam and Eve. Get there and don't say a word. Speak with your body, and you tell me, and then you come back and tell me how many orgasms that you had mentally, spiritually. It's bigger than just sex. That shit is bigger than that when two people love one another and on the same accord. It's bigger than that. You guys need to grow up. You understand? It ain't about the what you call it, that whopping and all that whopping, whooping and shit. It ain't that. That ain't what it is. Somebody done fooled y'all. Okay, go ahead, baby. Go ahead.
Wait, what else? Baby. So I also thought crazy was I guess like the arrogance in her. I thought this video was so nasty. And even if it wasn't real, I think it's a really good learning experience, because I was telling my brother, I was like, I know a couple females on my phone right now. I'm talking about right now today that they might have went into the Cheesecake Factory with him, but they would never go on that they would never go with that person on another date. And when I have a conversation like, why? What's wrong with that? Like, it's like basically want an explanation, like why? Like, why is that not okay? Like, you know,
because first, here's the big deal about this is she thinks that she's the prize. She thinks that she's doing him a favor by going being in her presence. A lot of women think that they are the prize with the man and they're doing the man a favor. But little do they know, they're not the only one with a hole. And all the men think about is the hole. They're not thinking about nothing but the hole. They ain't worried about what you got on. They thinking about the whole. And she in her mind think that he's looking at the total package of her. You know, the total package, like, you know, her arrogance, her outside appearance, no. He don't care. Men have sex with anything.
Right.
I'm talking about, I mean, that's what they would do. Right? Yes. And that's why that's really disturbing, because she didn't know that guy and that guy didn't know her. He did not vet her. And that's why that date went the way it is. That's simple as that. It will never go nowhere.
I want to do a little pushback and disagreement, because I do believe that I'm a prize. And I believe that I'm a prize because I know how to, like what you were saying earlier today, like run a household. Like, it has nothing to do with my outside appearance, but everything to do with my inner like spirit man, like spirit woman, like when you're out doing what you need to do. Like, am I calling, checking on you? Why am I calling and checking on you? Oh, because this came up for me in my spirit. I want to see what you're doing. I want to see what's going on. Okay, you're about to do this. Okay, like even now, I need to get off here soon because I need to cook. When you come home, I know you're gonna want something to eat, like stuff like that. So I do.
I know that's right, because my shit already marinated in the kitchen. All I gotta do is put the air fryer on, baby boy. But shit, that's it. Whole house clean, smelling some kind of good. But no, I know what you're saying about the pushback about the prize. Yes, women are a prize, but I'm talking about this woman in this particular video that you showed me. She really believes that she's the shit and she's the prize. She made that man wait for over an hour after he came on time for the day. You know, now he taking her to the cheese factory. Well, maybe that's all he had was cheese factory money.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? So she's still thinking that she deserves more than that. But what did you do for him? What did you show him? He must have looked at you as being cheesecake quality. That's why your ass at the cheese factory, the cheesecake factory. Some niggas will take a woman to McDonald's. That's because you're a McDonald's type of bitch. That's as simple as that.
Right. And I was telling about when I told you I reviewed this video earlier with my brother. I haven't done it with him yet. So when we were talking about it earlier today, I told my brother that my husband's first date in college was to McDonald's. And I remember when we put I hadn't had McDonald's in years. And we put him to McDonald's. I was like, okay. So, you know, I was like, okay, how are you going to handle this? So then I got out the car and we got into McDonald's. He's like, what you eat from here? I said, I really don't eat McDonald's. I said, but I can get a large fry and a milkshake. He was like, that's it? He said, well, we don't have to eat here. Like basically trying to change his mind. I was like, no, it's cool.
Yeah.
We went, we ate. And then when we left from there, I was like, I don't do McDonald's. And he was looking at me. I was like, you know what I'm trying to say? He's like, yeah. I was like, yeah, I'm not interested in that. And then that's when he was like, okay. So the next day, you know, we went somewhere else. I think we went to Texas Roadhouse or something like that.
Yeah.
I remember him.
You gotta tell you. See, this is the thing.
Scrambling up money, like getting money together to try to afford that. You know what I'm trying to say?
But you have to tell people that. You have to tell you. That's the thing about communicating with a person. Listen, you have to tell that. If you don't tell that, suppose you didn't verbalize that, and then you go wind up to McDonald's again, and here you is with an attitude. No, it ain't nothing wrong with talking about it. But I can remember, me and my husband. I can remember a time when me and my husband ate McDonald's, and our whole family was fed because we didn't have two children. It was just the two of us. So sometimes you may have to eat McDonald's. I mean, in a crisis or whatever that may be. But you know, just as long as the man knows your worth, but he's gonna treat you the way you tell him how to, or the way you carry yourself. Trust and believe. If you make it easy and you do all this, I mean, like that's what I was telling you about the car door. I mean, I get in the car. I mean, I don't have my husband open doors not only for me but for other people, other women in public.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? But some women will be like, damn, you know, I'm not tripping because I'm secure in my shit. And, and if he didn't open the door for another woman, I'll look at him sideways like, what's up with that? You know what I'm saying? Yeah.
And then the last thing, and I have to go. I was gonna say, had I not went on that date and acted civilized and grateful, right, for what he had at that moment in time, I wouldn't be reaping the benefits of what he has now and what he's working for to continue.
Damn right. Damn right. If you have to eat a bean with a nigga, split it in half, goddamn it. If you see qualities in a man and you liking what you see, and I told y'all about them qualities, you know, you got 10 things in a man. If you can get 5 of that shit out of there, what you looking for, work with that nigga. If you got 1 bean, split that shit in half, you get half until y'all can do better and grow a field of beans. That's all I'm saying.
Right, because everybody wants, and the last thing I'll say is it feels like a lot of women want something already tailor made, and that's not realistic. And I think it has a really, really, really big, I guess like it threw a monkey wrench on like reality, like other moms. Like you aren't going to get up one day and have a man who's in their 20s that has this lifestyle that you can be able to go to whatever restaurant you want to go to every single day. Like that's unrealistic. You need to go into the kitchen, you need to cook something to eat, and Lord willing, he save up enough money, and maybe I can go on a trip somewhere. You know what I'm trying to say?
I do understand exactly what you're saying. Yeah, but you ain't tailor-made. Ain't no woman tailor-made. Why are you not perfect? Why you think you're supposed to have a nigga ride in on a horse and he got everything together? I mean, hair, shoes, boots, whatever the hell you looking for in a man. He comes on a horse, swoop you up, and he just pick you up because you just that beautiful and you just that everything and you just that together and your life is happily ever after. I done told y'all stop believing that fairy tale bullshit. Everybody have faults. Everybody have ain't nobody perfect. Right? It's nobody perfect. Get something that have most of the qualities that you're looking for. Work with that, and keep family members out of your business.
Right.
When you get mad at the man, y'all work that shit out together. You ain't got to go run tell mama and them right the same day that you're mad. You know, you might want to talk to your mother, or you might have a so-called friend, but don't trust them bitches either. That you might want to tell a little something to. Don't tell nobody all your business. My grandmama used to say, tell some, keep some. Because everything ain't got nothing to do with everybody. Because that's just mad day. But after mad day, You got your head on the same pillow that nigga got his head on at night. You understand? And then you got family on the other side mad at the damn world, and you especially, but y'all happy. See? Work your stuff out. That's what women need to do. And and like I said, another thing, don't walk around here thinking that you are not flawed, warm man. Don't do that because you are. You just as flawed as old dude. Yeah. Work on your shit. Communicate with one another.
Replaceable. That video showed me like everyone's replaceable. He's gonna take you back home and find someone else to take him out on a date. So Miss Show, I'm gonna be listening, but I have to go because I have to do stuff.
Okay, I understand, baby. Go ahead and take care of that beautiful baby. That's right. Run your household, baby, and cook that man that meal. Do your thing. That's what real women do. That's real woman shit. All right, mama. Bye, okay, bye, baby. Hey, y'all, I'm going to drop the link again, see if anybody else want to come. I ain't been reading the shit, y'all. I ain't been reading the comments or nothing. I've been so busy running my face and getting into this. Hey, everybody that's coming in. Hey, Juice of Fruit. Yeah, that's right. Tell some, keep some. You ain't supposed to tell everything. Oh, and let me say something else I want to talk about. Okay, so right, when it comes to this money thing, y'all, and you know, when you are in a household, okay, it's okay to have you know, for the man to have a little small pot of money on his side and you have a little small pot. But when it comes to like the household thing, you can have all of the money in that one joint account. So that's for like bills and all that stuff like that. But there's nothing wrong with having a little money. I'm not talking about a fortune on the side and you got lights getting cut off and foreclosures happening and you still got your money in the kitty and ain't opening your mouth. I'm not talking about that. But it's always good for each one, the woman and the man, to have a little money to the side. And it's okay to tell that partner, listen, but when you first get into a relationship, I'm in a relationship as an individual first. I came in here by myself as an individual, as your thoughts. My husband came in as him, his man. He came in as himself, right? So we decided to build together what we dreamt of. We build that together. We use the funds that we piled together to do that and to raise our children with that fund, right? That don't mean that I don't have a little expense fund on my side if I want to do the little things I want to do. I don't have to say, husband, I need this and that because I need to get the nails done, the hair done, or whatever. I don't have to ask you for that. Although you can give me that on top of money anyway. And what I would do is put it right up here. Y'all know where we go, ladies. Thank you, babe. But I'm not hushing and saying, well, he don't know I got an account. Yeah, he know I have my own account. I know he got his. How much he got in that? I don't know. I don't care. He take care of this right here. Excuse me, and my children is grown. They got their own jobs and they got their own little kid. And if something happened, he pulls his from his fund. I'll pull from mine. My son called me the other day and said, Mom, you got $40 on you because I need it real quick. I'll give it back to you when I get paid this week. Cash after. My daughter FaceTime my husband from her job from some daddy. I want to get some tuna and I want to go to Kroger's to get some tuna and I don't have any cash on me. Can you? And he right in the living room. He cash apping her. You see what I'm saying? But that's out of our own little funds. So that way, it's nice to have your own independence with that. You don't have to be it don't have to be no secret and nothing like that. You shouldn't have a problem in a relationship if you have something on the side and he has something on the side. That shouldn't be a problem for either one of you all, as long as everything else is comfortable, that the empire that you build is running smoothly and everything that's around you is smooth. Right? And now, if you have to tap into that empire, both of you, then do so because it's all going to that one common goal. Do you understand? That's like different streams of income. See? All right. So I just want to let y'all know that. And then my grandma always told me about mad money. It's good to have mad money. That could be his mad money. It could be my mad money. Suppose something happened where they get y'all get mad and maybe want to break up, or you might want to go in a hotel that night because he don't piss you off, or vice versa. Then that's you ain't got to go on no other kitty. You got your own little kitty going on to a luxury hotel with a little spa in there. Get your shit together with some cheese and crackers. Cry by yourself. Get a girlfriend to come over. Y'all boo-hoo snot nosing, and the next day going on home to your man. Whichever way you handle your business. See, no harm, no foul. But anyway, I'm gonna read what y'all said. That part, yo. I never have issue with my brother because they all crazy protect you. Yeah, mine's did too. I got one sister too. Yeah, well, thank you. Thank you. Look, I'm gonna drop the link one more time and see if y'all want to come in. I'm not trying to hold y'all long because I know you guys be busy and y'all be y'all probably have dinner and stuff y'all can get ready for y'all family. But yeah, but I'm basically saying, stop all the bullshit, ladies. Stop all the bullshit. It's time to learn how to be a real woman. And when you call yourself a woman, know what you're saying. Know what you're saying. Make sure your household is ran like a business, because that's the first business you're gonna learn is how to have a business. Your home, your household is just like a business. You can't be a businesswoman or businessmen, if you can't run your household. You understand? And you got to have policies in place. And another thing, let me tell you one more thing about these children. When you guys raising children, make sure that they're on a routine. Everything needs to be on a routine. I'm telling you, once you have children on a routine, time to wake up, time to go to bed, they will adjust better in life. They'll be less irritated and agitated. You know what I'm saying? They can think better. You know, they're more pleasant to deal with, right? Especially if you feed them the right foods and all that while they're growing, because it takes 25 years for that brain to develop. And you feeding them all that bullshit, you're trashing your children's brain. You're crushing their creativity. You understand? Make sure you get them outside in the mornings. If no later than 10, 11 o'clock in the morning, a child need to be outside where that sun is burning up so they can get the vitamin D and all the nutrition that they need for the elements. Just like a flower do. That helps the flowers and plants grow. It'll help you grow too. Keep your ass on outside with them. You understand? If they need to take a nap, let them take a little nap, right? Or being organized is really the key to running a healthy and happy home. If your house is unorganized and shit all over the place, house all dirty and trash all up in the house, you understand? Then you got that. That's how your mind thinks. That means you all scrambled in the mind. You have to have law and order in your space. You have to, in order to have peace. You understand? Because you subconsciously is taking in all of that damn distraction, all of that noise, and you mama ain't running nothing. Children wind up running your ass, right? They wind up running you. It's 6 of us, 3 and 3. Yeah, we had order. Shit, you know what? And another thing too. That's true, Dimity. Here's another thing. With your children in the house, you got children that old enough to talk and walk. They got jobs, because every one of us had a job. The boys used to scrub the kitchen floor. The girl take out the trash. You know, we had to wash clothes. You know, I'm peeling potatoes. My daddy taught me how to cook. So when mama had to work late and daddy was at home, he got off early. I'm in the kitchen with daddy. I'm peeling potatoes. And the way we peel potatoes ain't the way y'all peel potatoes nowadays. Imagine a potato, white potato. You had to peel them things so thin with a knife. I'm talking about a knife. Not no that fancy shit y'all got now. No, with a knife. You had to peel that potato so thin that you could see through the damn skin, because you couldn't afford to let that potato go away in the trash can. You understand? So y'all need to try to teach these little children that y'all got running around here how to cook. Teach them how to cook. Teach them how to put some make biscuits or something like that. If you don't know how, mama, flour, lard, water, baking soda, and butter. Get it together. Figure out how to teach them how to cook. Get them little hands busy. Let them work off some of that energy by cleaning up, wiping walls down, and baseboard. You know how the baseboard go around your house? A little kid, put a little bucket of water in there with a little Dawn. You ain't got to put no bleach in there. And get them little baby boys and girls on their little knees. Let them scrub them baseboards down. Get them a task. And I'm gonna tell you something else. We did not get no allowance. It won't no such shit as that. Allowance for what? You live here. It won't no allowance. It won't no two-fur. It won't none of that bullshit. Not in the house I was raised in. I'm just here to tell you. Would you say, wow? Yeah, but we had to peel the potato real thin, and you could see through that damn potato. And I ain't never lost my knife skill. I ain't had to go to no chef school either. All I had to do is go to school with my dad. Oh, y'all, I'm gonna tell you this story about what my daddy did. And he tricked us about he used to go hunting. And my oldest brother that's passed away now, he died in October, right? Just last year, but this been a year already. But anyway, he used to take them hunting for the first time, and they killed squirrel and rabbits. Okay, they come home with the squirrel and rabbit. So I'm thinking, Lord, what is that smell? It's a terrible wild game type smell. But anyway, so we was like, we ain't gonna eat that. I ain't eating that, right? But now, Mama, she late from coming home from work late this day because she had to work late. They did the budget, a thing called the budget for the whole city. So that was a big deal around here. But anyway, so and late was at 6 o'clock in the afternoon, was kind of late. So me and Dad doing dinner. I came in and I smelled something balling and stuff like that. I was like, "Ooh, Dad, that looks some kind of good." He had like a crock pot with the pressure cooker with the little thing on it. Go, the pressure cookers and pots that jump like that. I was like, oh, Daddy, what is that? That smells some kind of good. He said, it's a stew I made. I got a stew up in here. I said, well, what's in it? He said, hold on, let me open it up. Open the thing and put a little big silver spoon and said, come taste it. And I was like, some kind of good, Dad. What is that? He said, squirrel stew. I was like, oh my God. I was like, the threw up but the food was good, but he tricked me in cooking us this wild squirrel stew. But that damn thing was the best taste I ever tasted before in my life. We had squirrel stew that night. He called it squirrel stew. And so every time you cook something good at the house, when we be, Dad, maybe if he ahead of the game cooking, he'll say, I'll be like, Dad, what's for dinner? He said, oh, it's a secret ingredients. When he says secret ingredients, you better know it's some bullshit up in there, but it be some kind of good though. Yeah, y'all laughing, but it's true. That's true. And one thing I can say, we won't never hungry. We won't never hungry. My mom and dad always found a way to put some food on the table. And that's why I'm such a fanatic about letting you guys know that you can grow your own food and there's no need for nobody to be hungry in your family. Oh, and I'm going to drop the link one more time. And if y'all don't come up, this is the last thing I'm going to say. We got all this war and shit going on. Y'all know all this is going on. All this heavy stuff going on. And you mamas, you women, it is very, very important for you to feather your nest. Start getting all of the dry foods that you can get. Rice, all kinds of rice, quinoa, beans, all kinds of canned goods, whether it be fruit canned goods and meats and stuff like that. I know you don't want to eat the canned meats because I really don't like doing that either, but canned tunas and stuff like that, or salmon and things like that, start stocking up on that thing. And get cases and cases of water. I don't care if you have to go to the cheap water. Sometimes you have to go to the cheap water because you might need to boil this kind of water, this kind of cheap water. You might need to boil this or something like that. But start stocking up on these things right here, and all of your first aid needs, all of your peroxide and bandages and alcohol and all of your first aid things. You can understand? Aspirins, Tylenol, whatever these things is that you need that for medication that, even though it's a lot of herbs that you can use. We'll talk about that on another video. But the ones that are handy right now, start doing that. Go to your dollar store, Dollar Generals, and get those little packs of seeds that they may have left over for you to be able to plant this summer coming up. You understand? Feather your nest, beautiful people. Women, it's your job to do that. It's definitely your job to do that. You did? You are the mama. You are the caregiver of your family. They follow your lead. This is your business. Your family, your children, your husband, your mate is your business. All this other shit on this YouTube is other folks' business. Mind your own black business. You understand? And in your own black business, make sure everybody in your household is doing our role and playing our role, down to the little itsy bitsy baby that can walk, talk, and say, Mama, I'm hungry. Get them a job. Teach them. You understand? All right. Drop it a link one more time. Y'all don't take it, I'm gone. All right. I'm going to drop it last time. Y'all better come on up here while you can. I said last call for alcohol. This time, last call for your thoughts. All right. Yeah, but I'm just saying, y'all, and I'm sorry I won't read all of y'all comments. I want to thank each and every one of y'all for coming over. I really dropped this link so y'all can express yourself. But basically, I had some shit I had to say. And so there you go. Watch the replay. All right. What you said? I mind my business. They're going right. Yeah, you better mind your own business. All this other stuff, listen. All this other stuff on YouTube, that's a ball of confusion. The people doing all this knick-knack, paddywhack. Oh, all this knick-knack, paddywhack, give a dog a bone shit is a bunch of bullshit. But this is what I do want to say. For anybody that feel the need to be calling the police on men or women that it don't have nothing to do with you, you understand? If nobody ran afoul to you, that was fucked up. You don't do no shit like that. Why would you do some shit like that? Because that's somebody's son. That's somebody's daughter. See, what if somebody did some shit like that to you? How would you feel? See, why involve outside agents for some shit that has nothing to do with you? You understand? That's not cool. I don't care who you are. It's not cool. I don't care who you are. And yes, your thought said that shit. That's fucked up. You men and women, if you are having problems in your household and y'all can't settle an argument between the two of you, be smart enough to walk away. Don't be calling no police on nobody. It could cost somebody their life. And when I say their life, it could be life threatening, but it definitely could be life damaging. That's bullshit. That's malice. That's hatred. That's dark. That's deep. That's nasty. Don't do that. Don't do that shit. That's not cool. That's not cool. It make me look at you sideways. Sideways. You understand? And another thing y'all need to remember. See, be careful of the people that you try to hurt. Be careful, because you never know when you're going to wake up their ancestor spirit to fight their battles for them. I done told y'all that shit before. I done told y'all that it's true. So leave people alone and mind the business that you deal with. Stop worrying about everybody else's shit. Get your house in order. Be the mama and the woman that you're supposed to be. Not no black woman, not no blue woman, not no purple woman. I'm talking about a woman with essence. I'm talking about a woman with purpose, with pride, with dignity, with respect for herself. You understand? And another thing, you know, great grandmamas and them, they had 10 and 12 children. They had titties hanging all the way down with these big old moo-moos on and shit, hanging down to their knees. But they had 10 and 12 children. Some more than that. Then somebody found them attractive to have all them children. So you don't have to walk around with your ass all out, camel toe and all that shit y'all call it. You don't have to do all of that. Conduct yourself like ladies. Teach yourself how to be a woman. You understand? So when a man look at you, he can say, whoa, man. You did? I'm going with that. All right, I'm going, y'all. Peace, everybody. Have a good evening, because I'm going to take care of my man when he come up in chair. You did? Yeah, I ain't got time for y'all now. Thanks for coming, y'all. Bye. Appreciate y'all. Have a good day. Bye, y'all. And be good. Behave yourself, because I'm watching y'all. I'm going to be watching y'all. Behave yourself. Behave yourself. Bye, y'all. Peace.